One large,
Sweet
one
supporters
WXL.
tops that you'll be seeing me wearing around. They're not for you.
What does it say on it?
Jesus.
This is our house. Or my house.
Gee, that's
my
very
house.
loud.
So can you hear it? You alright?
Is that good?
Look, everyone's looking
Just
at
put
it.
it so it's directly
Hey, this is second to last show.
Monday the 2nd or Tuesday the 3rd.
Who are you to determine when
And
the
then
show
after
ends?
finals.
Well, I am Amosa by Tawa. I know.
Alright, here we go. Welcome, week 17. I'm doing it this way. 17 of the closeout.
17. I'm just saying it.
James Lissaman, Community Basketball
17.
Manager.
Laurie McDaniel, Coach Development Officer. Manager.
Marty Davison by the Edge of Technology. I'm joining you for our guys from China.
That worked perfectly.
That's so excellent.
Well,
Wow. Hey, maybe don't lean forward that much though, because it was like we were doing a tonsillectomy for you. Just back it up.
apologies.
Yeah.
Apologies.
All right. So first up, we've got the Women's Premier League. First game up is North Canterbury over University of Canterbury, 76-44. It was 8-all early, and then there was a 27-8 run, and that was the end of that game.
19-0 run, it became 27-8, but yes, you're right.
Very technical, James, but you are correct. Ezra McGoldrick top scored for NC with 18, Tanisha Nutera with 14, Lauren Whitaker with 14,
Yep.
and Royce and Blundell-Dory with 12 for UC. Yep. The only other game played that day was Lincoln University 83 over Wolves 49, so two not particularly close games. I keep getting distracted by Robotic Marty. Connie Paletti with 33 for LU, as well as Lucy Brown with 18. For Wolves, Tessa Morrison had 18 and Kendall Hasty with 11, and that's the only two women's Prems games on the weekend.
Yeah, they didn't even really need to play them to have the standings finalised. North Canterbury, their semi-final, first seed will be up against Hallsville, number 4. Lincoln in the 2 spot, and they'll be playing Minties, who finished 3rd. You're right, Marty.
Very good. On to the mile two of the men's Premier League. We had the quarter-final games on Saturday. So number 5 Atami played number 4 LU. This game was tight the whole way. Atami scored the final 4 points of the game to end up winning 90-84. Patrick Roger ended up with 20 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists. Derek Albertson continued his high scoring, 18 points and 7 rebounds. For Lincoln, Josiah Williams had 25 points and 6 assists. And Ben Hall with 17 points and 9
Unacceptable,
rebounds.
Ben Hall. Unacceptable. It's
Yeah.
over 20 or
Almost.
nothing, mate. Over 20 or nothing.
I know.
He did put up 12-3, so he was trying to get
He
to
really-
20,
yeah, he
but,
was
but
okay.
couldn't just hit
Yeah.
one more.
Yeah.
Lincoln always putting up those threes. For sure about that. So Atami booked themselves the semi-final matchup against UC.
Yeah.
And the other quarter-final, Gators winning 109-92. They had a 41-point first quarter, which was insane.
That's impressive.
Machuki was a big part of this. Super impressive. Matt Machuki, 36 points, 9 of 16 from 3, so super shooting there.
Someone might want to stop this guy. Just throwing,
Please.
just
Yeah.
saying maybe short closeouts. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, I think we are going to be playing them on Saturday, so someone's got to try something.
Is that you?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I can stop him, to be fair. He's on fire. Amosa Faitawa 99 with 16 points, also for Gators. And for North Canterbury, John Martin had 25 and Wade Corona 16 for North Canterbury.
Yeah, so sort of semi-finals this weekend. UC first seed will be playing number 5 Atami, and then as Marty said, his Pioneer team goes up against Gators in the 2-3 matchup. Winners obviously play finals. Losers enjoy your off-season.
Yeah.
That's
Early exit. So we want to have a quick chat about Junior Finals Day, which was run spectacularly by James Lissaman and Rebecca Moon. So if you see them out and about, give them a great big high five, because that was really well done. We had 13 grades had their finals on Saturday, and the crowd support there was absolutely fantastic. And I also feel like I'm speaking very loudly because Marty's speaking loudly, so I'm sorry about that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very loud.
So a special shout out to Gators, who had who made all 3 of the All-Star finals for the year 5 and 6 and won each of them. So well done, Gators, get at it. The girls under 15 final was between Checkers and North Canterbury, and North Canterbury just proved a little bit too strong for Checkers there. Other way around, and I actually watched that game. I apologise. Checkers was too strong for North Canterbury. So Francis Varga took the MVP of that game with a really outstanding defensive effort, and Checkers were the deserved winners with a 74-55 scoreline there. In the women's under 18 final, we were treated to a bit of a closer game there with Avonside Royals competing against Checkers all the way, and Checkers fought all the way back, took the lead with less than 2 minutes to go. Avonside turned more to a press at that point, with Kavana Linnae scoring 6 of her 21 points in a 6-0 run there. And that saw Royals go up with a 60-55 win, which is absolutely fantastic. Kyla Lynch-Brown, 14 points, doubled up on her grade MVP there with the finals MVP. Yeah. So well done to Avonside Royals there.
Awesome. Some of the boys' finals, the Cows Chargers won the under 13 boys competition. They were out for revenge. They were going up against the only team that beat them in the regular season, North Canterbury Black. Definitely out of the question, this one. Hoani Ifopo Tongia picked up finals MVP, doubling up like Kyla Lynch-Brown with the grade 1, 29 points, and that helped them to a 91-55 win, where they won every single quarter. Boys under 15A final, we had Boys High Black. They edged away from Middleton Grange partway through the second quarter and ended up winning reasonably convincingly 92-69. Zach Horton, 16 points, was given finals MVP for his efforts here and was part of 4 other double figures scorers as well. And segue now into our Glory League game of the week, also played on Junior Finals Day. It was the under 17A boys game, which ended up being extremely tightly contested. At halftime it didn't seem to be this way. St Bede's, in front of a packed crowd, was up 51-28, largely behind grade MVP Walter Brown, 23 points, and Kurt Mapania, 26. But Gators' third quarter was outstanding. They only went down 5 coming into the fourth quarter, so closed that gap tremendously. Back and forth between the two teams, and we had Mason Murphy with 20 points and Tristan Bennett 15 for the Gators, who were basically doing most of the damage for Gators. But Murphy, 3 free throws, clutch free throws to tie the game with 5 seconds to go before Miguel Martinez got fouled for St Bede's. He split the free throws 1 and 2 to give St Bede's a 1.77-76 win.
Wow.
Kurt Mapania for all his efforts over the game, finals MVP for that game as well.
Awesome effort to come back there, just not quite enough.
Very good.
Awesome. Hey, awards around Marty's minute. So apologies for some of the talking here. Every time I say a word, it's echoing back at me, so it is quite hard to talk here, but I'm doing my best.
We don't want to hear excuses.
So, yeah, it's fine
Robo
here for
Marty.
us. Yeah.
I've got to get it done. All right, so today, Marty's minute is back over half. So shout out to Hamish Dale for providing this clip.
Like he found it, or he was featured?
No, Hamish found the clip for me, and I think this is a good learning point for our referee, so it's good for him to share that. So thanks, Hamish. So in order for a player to be established in the front court, the ball plus both feet must be in the front court. So I can put 1 foot over halfway and come back. I can put the ball over halfway, but not in the front court until I have 3 points of contact established into the front court. So we have a situation here where a player jumps from his front court, catches the ball in the front court on a steal, so establishes team control in the front court, and then actually lands into the back court. So technically by rule, this would be a back over half situation. But if we have a look at the interpretation that happens just under the back over half rule, this doesn't apply to a player who makes an intercept or catches the ball in the front court and then lands into the back court. So any other time in a game, so if this happened on like a throw-in, this would be back over half, but because this is an intercept situation, they say that team control doesn't start until the player lands into their back court. Right. In this situation only here. So as referees, we need to know when the team establishes their front court and then if they do go into the front court, as soon as they put 1 foot on the line, that's when they go into their back court. So but the only exception to the rule is the intercept pass, which happens in this clip here. So have a look at the rule. It's up on the screen, and have a read, and any questions, let me know.
Cheers. Thanks,
buddies, mate.
Great job, great effort, Robo Martin. On to the McDonald's Thompson and Whelan Trophy finals that were held this week. Excellent crowd there.
Yeah.
The atmosphere was absolutely intense and electrified the whole time for all games. So it was a really excellent effort there by the CBA and the schools involved to get those crowds along. So well done everyone there. But Whelan Trophy Division 1, Rangiruuru came away with a 64-61 win against Christchurch Girls High School. Bit of a nail biter down the stretch. I was sweating quite profusely and my face was very red. But Ashley Strawbridge came away with, looky look what I have here.
Presentation.
Ashley Strawbridge came away with 28 points and 12 rebounds and deservedly took out the MVP of that game. So well done to her. In the women's, the Whelan Trophy Division 2 final, Papanui took on Villa Maria, and it was also quite a close game, a little bit of back and forth there, but the game MVP was Izzy Orr with 12 points, including some clutch baskets in overtime.
Yes, you may have undersold being quite close overtime.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say the scoreline indicated that it wasn't that close, but actually the game was close because it was in fact overtime. I missed overtime because we were in the changing room.
Yes, you would have.
We were in the changing rooms, but Papanui came away with the win there, so congratulations to Te Haere and his Papanui team.
Awesome. On to the boys one, so McDonald's Thompson Trophy Division 1, the largest crowd we've had for a high school game here. About 1,250 people were in watching Middleton Grange Gators beat Kashmir, who's been in the final the last couple of years, 85-65, and just outstanding game for them. Ben Carlisle Smith, excellent on defence against the bigger
his length around the hoop gave them some problems. 22
points, 16 rebounds, 3 steals, but 5 blocks against the much bigger Kashmir team. He was deserved MVP, and there's a fantastic photo of him being lifted up. Was
that's cool.
Division 2, Papanui, they've been in their final 3 years in a row, but dropped this one here to a Cathedral team that was absolutely on fire, 83-63.
They have had something to do with their crowd, James.
Yes, they were
balloons.
super,
awesome.
super loud. MVP
awesome.
For their game, Ace Dos, well deserved for him, and they were super excited to win that game as well because you wanted them off the court quite soon.
Yes, I did. I was rude and I'm not bothered. Yep.
Just watching that game some of the games on the screen, the crowd atmosphere looked fantastic.
It really was. My ears were ringing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. The Tall Blacks are now in China. So they finished off their pre-tournament prep by beating the number 13 ranked team in the world, Italy.
Yeah, saw that.
Which is an amazing win, 88-82. So Italy had NBA players Danilo Gallinari and Marco Bellinelli. They both had Gallinari had 22 points and Bellinelli had 17. So they weren't resting their team. They were playing their full strength team. So a great win by the Tall Blacks. So I've been lucky enough to ref a few games over here, but none of the Tall Blacks games. And some of the teams here are just on another level. Serbia, France, and Italy, very good teams, and have brought the experience over here. So the Tall Blacks start off the World Cup starts on Saturday, 31st of August, and the Tall Blacks play their first game against Brazil Sunday, 1st of September. So best of luck to them and the boys.
Yep, I guess a good segue there is a congratulations to Taylor Britt from the Canterbury Rams and also a member of the Tall Blacks wider squad who has now taken on a role as a development player for the Perth Wildcats. So good job, Taylor. We look forward to seeing your season this year.
Yes, Papanui, Alarm and Wolverines club member as well, so lots of connections there with that. 3x3.exe Premier has now concluded. Fittingly, the two top teams in our competition, UC and Lincoln, met in the final. And it was academic by that point. They were both locked into the 1 and 2 seeds respectively. But UC did win 21-14. So those two teams off to Japan. They'll be heading there on Thursday next week, and they'll be playing on the weekend. So we'll get the live stream as soon as we're able, once we know when and where it is and what time our teams will be playing. And looking forward to see how they go against teams from Thailand, Korea, as well as Japan.
Awesome.
Very good. All right, so now we've got some plays of the weeks and some highlights. So mine is really nice backdoor pass from the high post from Ashley Strawbridge to Millie Knight there. Millie finishes in contact against Christchurch Girls High team member Mia Abercrombie, so well done, Ash.
Yeah, my one's Barclay Miller. I think this was dunk number 4 or maybe 5 in the 3x3.exe Premier. Going up against Lincoln here, fakes the handoff, falls everyone, then goes to the rim. Nice reverse dunk with plenty of throwdown here, which was pretty cool to see. So nice way to finish the last.
Yeah, I mean, it's
round.
hard when you just lose track of your dunks like that.
Yes, yeah. Yes.
Can't count them on one hand.
Yeah.
And my highlights from the Thompson Trophy final. Yuma Kawasaki comes up with a great hustle in the steal, finds Tom Weberly running the lane as every big man should, and throws it down here. Good finish by Tom.
Yeah, he had a nice swing on the hoop for effect as well there too.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, we want to have a big shout out and thanks to Ian Potter and the crew at BBNZ for offering up these sweet supporters tops here. So if you can see them, there's some really nice stuff going on these tops. I actually quite like it, and that one's in my size, but sadly I can't tag myself. Bummer.
But someone else could.
Someone else could. No pressure, Brad Clive, for you to do that. So there's a large and an XXL out there. So tag a mate on Facebook, and you'll go in the draw to win one of these really awesome supporters tops.
Pro tip, make sure you've worked out who's getting which size. So Laurie's already got that well planned for her. So if you want to win them instead of her, you know what you need to do.
Not tag anyone.
Yes.
I'm joking. You guys should tag people because I can't get this. But
Anyway, week 17 in the book. Good job, good effort. We will be back next week, but we'll work out our schedule after that.
Fab job, fab effort.
Great job, great effort.
Sounds
Well done,
familiar.
Marty. Signing off.
Knuckles McGee.
We're out.